Hello, everyone. Do you know if you should say I think or I'm thinking? If you don't, or if you're not sure, this episode is for you. Think is one of the tricky verbs that has different meanings when you use it in the continuous form. Do you know what meanings it has? Come with me, test your knowledge, and get lots of practice on the way. Come on, it will be fun. Think is a very common verb. Why does a word become common? Most of the time, it's because it's very flexible. It can have different meanings, or it can take on an adjective or an adverb and become stronger or weaker. Before we move on any further, let's exchange some ideas. I want to ask you your opinion about a few things. As always, after I ask a question, I'm going to pause a little. Take this time to think and give me your answers out loud. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will see some examples on the slides, and you can compare them with your answers. Also, don't forget that you can put your answers in the comment section and I will check them and get back to you. If you are commenting your answers, remember to use voice-to-text function so that it will be like speaking to someone. And don't forget to start your answers with I think. Think about one of your friends. What gift would they like? Will it rain tomorrow? Will it be hot or cold? Will people be able to tackle the climate crisis? Great! Thank you for sharing your opinion. Remember how I said that think is a very common verb and one reason is it's flexible and can take other words to become stronger or weaker? What word do you know that can make it stronger? It's an easy question, isn't it? Usually when we want to emphasize a verb, what word do we use? That's right, we use really. For example, you can say, I really think I should go. Or if I ask you, can I go to a formal business meeting in jogging pants? You will probably tell me that you really think it's a bad idea. Now, if we take this a little bit further, if we take this to the maximum level, you can just change it to I believe. So you see, you're talking about an idea in your head. Imagine your idea as a little child or an animal that you like, or a character in a story that you like, sitting in your head. That's it. You are not doing anything, are you? You see where I'm going with this? That's right. It's not an action. You probably remember that we said if a state verb takes a continuous form, it's usually because it has a different meaning. And that meaning is an action. So let's do a mini experiment here. If you are not driving or walking, close your eyes for a second. A little longer. Hey, what are you thinking about? See? Here I have to ask you, what are you thinking about? Because I'm talking about brain activity. We are not talking about that character who was just sitting in your head. In this case, the wheels in your brain are turning. So if you are writing a paper and you want your friend's opinion about the font that you are using, what do you ask your friend? Correct. What do you think? And if you see the same friend sitting very, very quietly, looking into space and not paying any attention to what is happening around them, what would you ask them? Correct again. What are you thinking about? So what are you thinking about right now? What were you thinking about before you started listening to this episode? I'll give you a minute to answer me. Fantastic! Speaking of the things that the brain can do, how good is your imagination? Can you imagine things easily? If you are at home and someone you love is late, do you start imagining different scenarios to explain why they are late? I'm sure we can all do that to some extent, but our question here is this. Can I use imagine in the continuous form or not? What do you think? You guessed correctly again. You can use it in both forms in different situations. If you're talking about an image in your head, as I am sure you have already guessed, you use I imagine. And if you are talking about what you are doing at the moment or another person is doing, you say I'm imagining. So let's see. When I say home, what do you imagine? Are you imagining it right now? What does it look like? What do you imagine life will be like in 100 years? Are you imagining it right now? If it is upsetting, let's move on to something else. We are almost done with this episode, and I only want to share one more thing. You want to give an opinion, but you are not so sure. If I ask you questions about things you have no way of knowing, and you really want to answer, you will try your best to come up with an answer. It's not knowledge, it's not information, but it is what you think might be true. What do we call that? That's right, guessing. I want to point out that guessing and thinking are only different in that one is less certain than the other. But still, if you were talking about an idea, an image, or a thought in your head, you use the simple form. Let's say you are in a park or a forest and you see a big tree. How old is that tree? You can't be sure, can you? But you can guess. You can say, I guess, or I suppose, when you want to give an opinion, but not too strongly. One final note. When you realize something and you want to give an opinion at that moment, usually you say, I guess, rather than I think. For example, once my cat was meowing really loudly. I gave her some food, but she kept practically screaming at me, and she kept moving towards the door. So I picked up a bowl of cat food and I went downstairs with her. Guess what? She wanted to show me her kittens. They were too small to come up the stairs. When I gave them the food, my cat finally relaxed. As I was petting her, I said, I guess you weren't hungry, were you? You just wanted to show me your babies. And now it's your turn. Look around you and make 3 guesses about what you can see or who you can see. As always, try to speak out loud and comment under the video on YouTube if you want me to check your answers. Great job, everyone! We have finished talking about the verb think, believe, imagine, and guess. I hope you have got lots of practice, and I hope you listen to this a few more times until the next episode and try to give new answers. We are getting close to the end of season 3. The special this time will be really special. So stay tuned. As always, thank you for staying with me until the end, and thank you for introducing English airs to other people who might need it or enjoy it. Until next time, Tarja out.